Should you really invest in an active multi-cap fund or Nifty 500 or even worse, Nifty 500 50 25 25 multi-cap index fund? First, let us compare active multi-cap funds against Nifty 500 TRI index. The CAGR clearly shows active multi-caps have comfortably beaten Nifty 500 TRI hands down. Case closed. Should we applaud active multi-caps and invest in them? Please stay with me. First of all, do you know the structure of active multi-cap funds? They have a mandate to hold at least 25% each in large, mid, and small caps. So, what if the structure is providing the alpha and it's not really the fund manager? Okay, so let us compare the CAGR against Nifty Multicap Index now. Now, do you see the picture? The outperformance of a few funds were driven by the structure. You take more market risk, you should expect more returns. Does this mean that Nifty 500 TRI always will trail the Nifty 500 Multicap TRI index? How do we compare them? So I studied the 3-year rolling returns over 18 years of these two TRI index value from 21 years of data. For this, I plotted the difference between the 3-year return of Multicap Index and Nifty 500 TRI Index over the years. Look here, for the 3-year window ending 29 December 2023, the difference was plus 4.2%. The same for 29th May 2020 was minus 3.4%. And I continued to plot for the entire period. So ideally, if the multi-cap index outperformed Nifty 500 always, you expect a line above 0% always. But look what is happening. A nice sinusoidal wave. Every point on this line asks one question. If you had held for exactly 3 years ending on that date, how much more per year did the multi-cap index earn over Nifty 500? Green means it earned more, red means it earned less. The orange dashed line is the 21-year average. The multi-cap index earned about 1.5% extra every year over Nifty 500 on an average. That's the reward you get for a mid-small cap tilt. So here is what the chart tells us. The multi-cap index edge over Nifty 500 comes from one thing. Its heavier dose of mid and small caps. When they lead, it wins. When they lag, it loses. And that pendulum has swung the other way 3 times in the past 18 years for a period of 2 to 3 years each time. Friends, at the time of shooting this video, we are in a mid-small cap upswing, which means the first table which you saw was flattering active multi-caps for a reason that has actually possibly nothing to do with the fund manager. They simply hold more active and mid-caps in the midst of a great rally. So the real question isn't did they beat Nifty 500? It is, did they beat the same index with the same allocation? Let's find out next. Now I compared 3-year rolling returns of the active multi-cap funds versus the multi-cap TRI index. Only 13 funds have at least 4 years of history, the minimum needed for a meaningful 3-year rolling window. And only 6 of them go back to 2016 or earlier. Out of this, Axis Multicap Fund and Kotak Multicap Fund have the advantage of being born into this upswing. How they perform outside this window is what would be good to watch. Let us draw the same kind of difference in returns chart, but now it's each active multicap fund minus the multicap index. Look at Mahindra Manulife Multicap. behind the index in barely 0.3% of all 3-year windows since 2020. Excellent consistency. Now compare Quant. Its average gap is actually slightly higher than Mahindra's, 4.5% versus 4.1%. So it's a better fund, right? Look closer. Quant's worst 3-year stretch was 8.6 percentage points a year behind index. It trailed the index in 29% of all 3-year windows. And today's quant investor is actually sitting 2.7% behind for the last 3-year returns. Same averages, but opposite ride for the investors. This is exactly why a CAGR or an average alone tells you almost nothing about how you would feel if you owned the fund. Rolling return consistency, which is what we are testing here, is what will tell you exactly that. Two caveats here, friends. First, before 2021, all those old funds, ICICI, Nippon, Quant, Mahindra, these funds were multi-cap in name only. There was no rule. So they pretty much earned whatever returns they earned with whatever allocation was comfortable for the fund manager at that point of time. Second, the multi-cap index funds have a very short history. Hence, I had to compare active multi-cap funds versus the index value and not an index fund. To summarize our studies so far, this one chart should be able to tell you everything we discussed so far. Blue means the fund existed pre-2021, before the mandate. Orange color ones are the young funds. Take a moment, pause the video and read the chart. You want the funds to outperform and be in the consistency zone highlighted in the graph. So, is there a clear winner? Honestly, no. Only one fund demonstrates true consistency across different cycles, while most experienced funds simply are reverting towards the mean index. The two new outperformers haven't been tested with the downtrend yet. And between the best and the worst active fund, nearly there is a 9 percentage point spread. So the selection risk of an active multi-cap fund is still there in my opinion. Friends, I've given you the complete data and the real picture behind both active multi-caps and multi-cap index funds. You know how they compare and why Nifty 500 TRI isn't always the right benchmark. The data is right in front of you. Make a wise choice. Keep it simple and systematic.